Hello. I don't know what's.
Hey everyone! Woo! Hello, hello, hello! Hello, hello, everyone! Welcome to the news and updates this week. I am Laurel.
Sorry, I didn't realize it was that close to time, so I'm still getting ready.
Sorry. And this is Donna.
The music usually lasts like way longer, so I don't know what happened to that. But I am Donna, the other host here at News and Updates. Mark, our inspired producer, is plotting for last-minute surprises for the second anniversary of the News and Updates, as well as running CameraBot streaming out to the universe. Our anniversary event is in 2 weeks, so get ready and get excited. We have some great stuff coming your way in the next few weeks. Now, AltSpace News. Much like last week, we have plenty of news from in and around AltSpace VR and the metaverse to share with you today.
Yay! And it's official. AltSpace VR is working on a Mac client version. They officially announced it this week. Unlike other AltSpace VR clients, the Mac client is limited to mostly Burning Man worlds and public spaces, not the entirety of AltSpace VR's virtual worlds and events. This is just during testing. So if you are a Mac user, join the team testing the new client. Check out the website and the Discord, the AltSpace VR Discord, and provide your feedback through altvr.com/support to help this improve. We are so eager to have the Mac client back in AltSpace VR, opening up the potential for 2D users in Windows and Mac without fussing around. And that expands our community and it introduces Mac users to the potential of VR. You know, we call 2D the gateway drug because it's an introduction to VR that leads to headset purchases. So we love that part. And currently, very, very few. I did some checking and like almost no one, no VR social platforms support Mac, and this could be a huge game changer for AltSpace VR.
Now, Burning Man has taken over the metaverse or the multiverse, as they call it, and AltSpace VR. It's totally taken over the menus, that's for sure. Over 150 virtual worlds are supporting Burning Man events, with at least 100 in AltSpace VR. This weekend is the end of the week-long event, though many of the event spaces and worlds were promised to be around for a year or more in AltSpace VR for us to explore and to enjoy. The Burning Man developers and world builders gave permission to AltSpace VR to provide some of the core template worlds to us, the AltSpace VR community, for use during Burning Man week. These will not be available after September 7th, though they may change their minds. We're not sure yet. So these are copyrighted and proprietary worlds. We are hoping these will be available longer, so please provide feedback to AltSpace VR if you would like them to stay for a longer period of time.
Yay, there's some cool ones. Now, we love our reporters. They have been busy touring Burning Man worlds, and we wanted to highlight some of these beautiful worlds and event spaces. Now, honestly, the creativity of these world builders, they're pushing the limits of Unity and the use of dynamic content, especially without a web browser, because we lost our web browser, and they've really pushed that to new heights. The Get Social and Evolve VR events have been amazing. Has anybody been to those? Those have been absolutely incredible. Get Social has been doing tours of the camps. They've been doing all kinds of special events. Right now, there's one that's going on with Caitlin Krause that's just amazing. She's talking about mindfulness by design and virtual world design and experiences. And Evolve VR has been doing meditation events and all kinds of different wonderful topics and presentations and social events. Samskara and Diplo, we're going to be talking more about them coming up. They're just two of the many performers who are going to be gracing these innovative stages to bring us fantastic entertainment and insights, including our beloved Yoonji of the Yoonjiverse. Love her.
And just a heads up, she canceled her concert today.
Oh, she did? Oh, darn.
Yeah. Yeah.
We are honored to have Burning Man here in AltSpace VR. And so do please take advantage of the day, 2 days left, to explore and celebrate this innovative festival in the metaverse, because it is worth seeing.
Now, the next community meetup is this Wednesday, a chance for the community to gather and find out what is going on in AltSpace VR and share your experience and meet with others.
And then this week, the Tuesday regular AltSpace VR update brought a few bugs with it that caused some issues for Windows Mixed Reality and HTC Vive users. So Thursday, a patch was released to update the AltSpace VR client to 4.0.60 and fix these issues and improve the performance. Mark, if you could go one slide ahead, there you go. If you're having any issues with this, please, even after the patch, there may still be some things. Please make sure you skip reporting them in the AltSpace VR Discord. Go straight to altvr.com/support or use the in-world support and upload logs feature right under settings.
Now, the web browser for events continues to be an issue here in AltSpace VR. Remember, the third-party browser was removed due to serious security vulnerabilities. Currently, we have 2 MREs available for events. The first is the AltSpace VR Multimedia Console MRE. It allows the use of images and videos as well as slides with excellent parameters for display, audio, and controls. It was just updated again this morning to re-enable YouTube videos, reporting errors, and auto start. Benji has another MRE for slides from slides.com and Google Slides only, and it has easy controls. He's just released a step-by-step video on how to use it. We've posted it in our news and updates Discord. Both are still in development and have pros and cons and some fantastic benefits and challenges. We're eager to see Work continue to bring back web page access and to see all of these tools improve to be more user-friendly and mobile device friendly.
Indeed. Now, many of you, come on, admit it. How many of you are exploring Facebook Horizon? Give me some hearts. Is anybody out there? There's a few. There's a couple. Okay. So it's fascinating feedback we're getting from it. We are so thrilled to welcome another sister VR social platform to the metaverse. Horizon is currently only available to Oculus Quest and Rift users. And trust me, the experience is much better with the Oculus Quest link. Go users and all other headsets and devices do not have access yet. It is unlikely that Go users will have access, but we are hopeful that non-Facebook devices. World building is currently limited to only the available world building tours on board, and they do not yet have event management tools. There are Horizon parties, social gatherings, but we are all eager for more advanced event management tools and features to watch it grow, and we're eager to see how Horizon grows.
Work continues on the innovative live speech captioning and translation feature here in AltSpace VR. You may see it in action at the regular Wednesday community meetups. We are hoping that after a month or so of testing, AltSpace VR will release this for public testing and events, and hopefully platform-wide with the ability to turn it on and off easily. The ability to communicate with people regardless of their native language is really exciting. We're eager to connect with others and break the language barrier. Aren't you excited for that, you guys? It deserves more hearts. As soon as this is incorporated into the next updates or event spaces, we will definitely let you know. Join our news and updates Discord and subscribe to our YouTube channel and Twitter to stay connected to the news from in and around AltSpace and the metaverse.
Yeah, I have to tell you, I cannot wait for this live captioning translation thing. I'm so excited about it. Now, remember that AltSpace VR is no longer supporting the standalone AltSpace VR app. So all updates and installs must be through the Microsoft Store, Steam, or Oculus. VR headset users must update through Steam or Oculus. We're finding that the Microsoft Store isn't automatically updating. So to make it happen, check the Microsoft Store on Tuesdays if you're a 2D user and update manually before you enter AltSpace VR. Trust me, I started doing that. Saves so much time. So check that out.
Well, these days do it more than Tuesday because I've had multiple updates again this week from the Microsoft Store.
Yeah, good point.
It is a weird experience, but we want to remind you to alert people entering as Purple Robots to update the AltSpace VR client. If you enter into AltSpace and you see purple robots all around you and you check your own avatar and see that you are also purple, update immediately. It is critical to do so for so many reasons, but mostly for the security updates. The ability to enter through older AltSpace VR clients may be restricted soon, so please update now.
And as always, your input is needed to help AltSpace VR improve. If you haven't taken the AltSpace VR feedback surveys that are listed in the feedback survey channel on Discord, please do. Your input matters. And they are eager for input on avatars, events, and so much more.
Now, the second anniversary of News and Updates will be September 19th, and we have some wonderful surprises lined up for you. We cannot believe it's finally here. We've had 2 years of bringing you the news and updates from around and across AltSpace VR and beyond, highlighting your worlds, promoting your events, and tackling the sensitive challenges we've had through these past few years of remodels, world-building imagination, and catastrophes, marriages, divorces, rumors, and so much change. All for the better. well, almost all for the better. AltSpace VR continues to get stronger and better, and our news and updates team is expanding with more volunteers to help us deliver the news you need to know from around AltSpace VR and beyond.
And did you know, I don't know if you knew this, Donna, I didn't realize that the News and Updates show is one of the longest running and continuous VR news shows in the metaverse. Not a clue. I don't think we've had maybe 2 weekends off. Mark's such a taskmaster in 2 years, and both of those were due to technical difficulties. So that's how committed, or maybe we should be committed, we are to AltSpace VR in the community. And we are here for you. So we have some very special events for you to celebrate with us. We've planned a behind the scenes look at how we work and what we do to make this weekly event a success. It's scheduled for the week following the anniversary event, and we will host a tour also of through the history of the News and Update studio. That's really an amazing experience. And we have some other fun surprises that are in works. So it's going to be way too much fun. So over the past 2 years, AltSpace VR has evolved and changed, and we've been right there with you through all of it. So we are very proud of the 2 years that we've brought you the news and the updates and the open discussions about what's happening here and around AltSpace VR in our community. So congratulations to you and our entire News and Updates team. You know, it takes a village, and we have an amazing one here. So thank you.
Now, before we get on to exploring world-building news, remember to join the AltSpace VR official Discord. This is where you will find announcements, news, and discussions on what's going on with AltSpace VR and help with world building and events. If you are an event host, there's even a channel to request help finding moderators. It's our main center for communication for our community, so please join us. And don't forget that if you need help, make your first stop at help.altvr.com, help.altvr.com.
All right, let's take a look at some world building news. Now, as mentioned, the Burning Man Multiverse event templates are available for event spaces hosting up to 40 people. They're going to last only until September 7th. So if you wish to join the Burning Man fun and experiment with our innovative world templates, you only have a couple more days left. So make sure that you play around with them. They're fantastic. These worlds were created for Burning Man. They've been licensed for use by their developers and Burning Man, as these spaces are official and proprietary to their organization. So what a gift to be able to use them over the past week, and it is so appreciated. So make sure you tell Burning Man people thank you.
Now, MREs continue to get more and more attention as people turn their focus to a new way of world building with engaging and interactive code. Check out the help documents at help.altvr.com and attend the regular SDK/MRE meetups in AltSpace VR for more help and resources. There's a playlist that was shared today on the MRE channel in AltSpace VR Discord of tutorials on building and using the AltSpace VR MRE. We've shared it in our news and updates Discord as well, so make sure you check that out, guys.
Yeah, it's easier to do MREs than you might think. The world tours over the past couple of weeks by Get Social of the Burning Man Worlds and the Daisy Shaw on Tuesdays and the Wednesday World Tours team have been truly inspiring. We're introducing new people and some old ones to a way of becoming creative and expressing themselves in various ways, from sharing their art in customized galleries to building whole worlds to thrill and educate. Anyone can build in AltSpace VR. It's a drag and drop technology, and it is seriously imagination easy. It really is.
Now check out the World Tours on Tuesdays with Daisy Shaw and on Wednesday with the World Tours team. This coming week, the Wednesday World Tour team features another tutorial world and event, focusing this week on weather. Their monthly theme this month is also weather, and so hunt for some weather-centric worlds or create your own, and we will tour them on the last Wednesday of the month. Join the World Tours Discord at discord.me/world tours for more information, updates, and tutorials.
Yeah, and Karen 666 and I and Karen in the back and Diamond and Daisy Shaw and stuff are part of the world building team tours and the world tours. And Karen and I checked out some weather worlds and we got soaking wet here in AltSpace VR this past week. So there's some fun worlds going to be on there. So we love sharing your worlds with you and with others and with everyone. So join the News and Updates Discord. We have a channel called Share Your World in News. Just waiting for you to show off your world so we may feature it here.
Now, Burning Man events continue with a few leftovers likely tomorrow, so there is still time to get your fill of the incredible Burning Man experience. There are a dozen or more events just today. Newspapers, magazines, and online news sites have been highlighting AltSpace VR and Burning Man for the past 2 weeks, and traffic is increasing. Take a moment to welcome these new people and invite them to hang around long after Burning Man is done. We have a great community and love that Burning Man has brought their community here as well. The Burning Man events this week have included social gatherings, classes, workshops, yoga, meditation, and more of the beautiful diversity of the Black Rock City. We hope you've had a great time with this amazing event here.
I was just at one today where we got to wear butterfly wings. It was awesome. So we just learned that Universe is now going to be canceled, but there are some great events that are happening tonight. So Diplo will be performing live tonight as well as rocking out Burning Man along with Jano and other amazing musical talents in Black Rock City. The Diplo event is promoted as featuring a multi-dimensional live event experience using never before seen technology exclusively for Burning Man. So you do not want to miss it an hour after the show. So check out the events calendar for all of the public events for Burning Man continuing through Sunday.
Just carry on.
Outside of Burning Man, there's plenty to do here in AltSpace VR. We have all of our regular set of concerts, talk shows, talent events, classes, and so much more. So let's take a look at a few highlights from across this past week. Now we are introducing a new section here in the news and updates that goes back in time to look at some of the amazing events and accomplishments over the past week.
Let's begin by celebrating with Michael McDonald of Gold Lotus Language Learning his 100th English class in VR. He set it up as a fundraiser to raise money for an educational charity based on the number of attendees. He raised about 20 euros, and educators in VR agreed to match the funds to raise the donation. What a clever way to celebrate and give back. Congrats to Michael for his amazing English classes and to keep language learning alive in VR.
Yay! Now, educators in VR's cyberbullying team hosted 2 special training sessions for Burning Man Rangers, the mental health experts and moderators for the week-long event. It was fascinating as the training included AltSpace VR along with other multiverse platforms and virtual events. And it was an opportunity to learn about how they handle moderation in the real world and how they convert it to virtual. Will be really interesting to see if they can handle as many disruptive individuals in VR as they do in the real world. And then we also had Captain VR, Dana Maria, who's also the host of the Educators in VRV Coaching and Personal Development team. She had 2 events this week, bringing in leaders of personal and professional development spiritualism. In the first event for Educators in VR, Chris Demdas is a monk and former millionaire businessman who traveled the world and then realized that he was making some serious mistakes in his life's purpose and goals. And he's sold off most of his belongings and businesses. And he spoke about becoming a lay monk and turning to a world of spiritualism this past Tuesday.
Now on Thursday, Captain VR featured Todd Lewis, a life and productivity coach, to share his insights and wisdom on leading a more productive, inspired life and saving time while doing so. We look forward to more of these insightful workshops here in AltSpace VR.
And the Wednesday World Tours went back to the past to explore the creative world-building skills of designing the parade floats. Have y'all seen the parade floats here in AltSpace? They're incredible. These we explored the annual holiday parades and the pride parades dating back to 2018. It was a lesson in collaborative world building and working with teams of 2 to 12 people. Yes, that happened. In fact, one of them I think had 16 people. We're working on one parade float. These are little floats. That's a lot of people. The guidelines were to build a holiday parade float that was 6 by 10 meters in size and to use no more than 4 world building kits. It kind of went a little above that, but 30 pages of assets. Even with those limitations, the creativity is amazing. So check out the hubs for the holiday and pride parades and really take turn explore these wonderful collaborative floats.
Oh, very cool. And just one personal note, Altspace, the Live Loved, we had our 200th event last Monday, and we had a record number of people. And I just want to say thank you to
it's coming up
about that. Okay, so thanks to our reporters for bringing up news reports and photographs for this past week and previews of next week. If you would like to join our crew of reporters, subscribe to our News and Updates Discord and talk to us after the show. It's pretty easy to attend events here in Altspace VR and send in photos and short reports on the events so we know where to show them. And actually, where do they show them, Laurel?
The reporters?
Well, people that want to share photos, where do they share them?
So we in the news and updates, if you want to be a reporter, then we give you access to a private channel. Otherwise, you can share it right in the Altspace news and updates. We also have share your event in the news, share your world in the news, and so on. And the tip of the week, we're still looking for some more tips of the week. So if anybody has an Altspace tip of the week, you can post it there.
Okay, thanks.
For our reporters, if you choose to be a reporter, we'll give you access to our private channel where all of that's shared as our reporter channel. All right. So this week, now on what's coming up right now in Altspace VR, Ron is back with his humanism meetups discussing the economic singularity, a humanist view of the structure of the economy and influences on the job market and our work life.
Now, this is a perfect segue to the Global HR Summit. HR stands for Human Resources. And before you think that has nothing to do with me, let me enlighten you. It has everything to do with you. Everything we do has related to HR. So we've been talking about the Global Summit for a few weeks. It's bringing hundreds of human resource experts and educators together to explore the future of the workplace and our role as immersive and spatial pioneers in it. September 8th through 10th, people new and experienced to Altspace VR are attending this first ever Human Resources Conference to discuss the workplace of the future. This is a fundraiser for the nonprofit Virtual World Society. And if the name sounds familiar, it's tied to Tom Furness. That's Tom Furness, and we all the grandfather of VR. And it's such a great organization to support. So it's a nonprofit for Virtual World Society, and Educators in VR is co-producing the event. Special free tickets are still available for the next couple of days, so contact us after the news and updates for information. And you don't want to miss this great conference, especially if you are an educator or student exploring a VR or a student exploring VR or AR as a career. But I just say a student, and guess what? We're all students. So tomorrow,
indeed.
Oh, sorry.
No, go for it.
No,
okay,
no.
All right. Okay. Tomorrow is the Brazilian Samba Drums Experience, a music festival in Altspace VR of drums and percussions featuring videos from the best samba schools in Sao Paulo. If these were filmed and recorded in the middle of the drum bands. If you've ever stood in the middle of one of these drum band things, it's an incredible thing. So it's likely to be quite the experience. So check that out tomorrow.
Wow. We have several fairly new events to our Altspace VR calendar, and Real Talk with Fake Ravens is growing in popularity as they discuss hypothetical and metaphysical ideas, exploring the controversial in a safe space. Our new reporter Diamond was there and caught these great photos of the event, and we encourage you to check it out tomorrow.
We keep missing the photos. All right. Tonight, Sky and Becky take on the paranormal with their exploration into the unusual and extraordinary. You never know what will happen, and it's likely to happen there.
We have amazing talent and open mic events here in Altspace VR. Sundays is the long running center stage. Wednesdays are the even longer running open mic night, and there are many others throughout the week. A new one, Time to Shine, is on Tuesday, and the show off show is on Fridays. These are only for adults 18 plus, and the opportunities to step up to the mic and let your talents glow. So take the plunge, you guys. You'll get addicted, I bet. Recent news stories are reporting how performers and comedians are suffering during the pandemic without access to a live audience. Not here in Altspace. We have performers jamming out and sharing stories and jokes with a live audience from around the world almost every day. It's incredible.
It is. Now, Live Loved continues to change and influence lives. Held most days of the week, it brings together those wishing to do a community Bible study group and exploring fascinating subjects in a very safe experience. Our own Donna McTee hosts these discussions, and as she just said, she just celebrated her 200th event. So you want to talk about that for a moment now?
Sorry, I didn't. This is a perfect example how you guys know that I don't always read ahead. I read the script. Thank you very much for that. It's very kind. It's been a wonderful wonderful experience, and it still blows my mind. All of you guys that host events, right? It still blows my mind how we can be in a room with people from around the world, and so there can be 15 people and we can have 10 countries represented. Isn't that just amazing? Next Saturday's Popular XR, are you coming back, Laurel?
I'm back.
Next Saturday's Popular XR Creators Meetup features Marie Isabel. She is the CEO of XR Synergies and Heidland, CTO. XR Synergies uses VR for informing patients about their upcoming medical intervention, helping the patient through the process of testing, surgery, and other medical experiences so they feel a sense of control and understanding of the process. What an exciting topic and use of VR. Very interesting. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And we're going to be talking more about that in just a few minutes. So September is the start of the school year for many of us, and there's a sense of change all around the world as the seasons shift from one major season to another major season. We seem to be having like one season, 2 seasons instead of 4. So coming over the next few months are events that will also impact Altspace VR. So some regions are going in and out and in and out and in and out of lockdown again, increasing traffic to our platform as people want to connect, and this is a great place to do it. Many schools and classes are turning to VR and Altspace VR for their virtual classroom and educational experience. While most of these are private classes, you may not ever see that they exist. They are existing. And so there continues to be an uptick in Altspace VR registrations.
Seattle, that's the home base of Altspace VR, continues to be mostly in lockdown as it has been since March. While there is improvement in the infection rate, the state continues to delay moving from phase 2 to phase 3, which means people are still in lockdown except for essential outings. Our thoughts continue to be with Altspace VR staff and all of us as we move through this pandemic, hopefully move through. It still seems like we're moving in. Luckily, we have VR to keep us connected and socializing without distance being an issue.
Indeed. So yes. And Facebook Connect VR Conference is September 16th. It is expected that they will release the next version of Quest and open the doors to Horizon a little bit more. So expect an increase in visitors with the new VR device release as the orders are filled and shipped to users. So usually there's about a week to 3 week kind of delay after such an announcement. People get the devices and then bang, they start showing up. With the increase in visitors, expect to see an increase in events, and we will be right here to report on them. How many of you are excited about the new Quest? Come on. Yeah, I'm kind of excited about that one. I hope they fixed all the bugs from the first one. I'm excited.
Well, it'll be interesting. The predicted price point fits it in between the Go and the Quest. So for Go users who know that there is it's support is stopping. It's not stopping today. There's going to be a
Next
a
year.
grandfathered process, right?
Mhm.
But it might be a nice fit in between the Go and the Quest. And so it might be a little bit easier transition to get people to move from Go to Quest version. So yeah, very exciting.
Have you heard it's going to be more powerful or less than the original Quest?
No, I've only heard price seems to be less.
Yeah.
And
there was a leak from Walmart that had it like $100 less than the regular one, but
well, Nathan's been talking about it. Yeah, Nathan's been talking about it. But and so typically it isn't less money, more features. Like that would be amazing. I'm not sure if that's on Mark Zuckerberg's list of gifts to us, but we'll see.
We shall see. He's not quite the giving person sometimes, He's
he
often
gives us
the
a lot of
taking
stuff.
person. Yeah, but it takes a lot too.
No,
Okay,
I mean, he gives us a lot of things we don't necessarily want. Yeah. But anyways, you guys, it's going to be exciting, whatever it is. And can I say that any new device in the VR, so just add to what you said, Laurel, any device in this space is welcome, right? One of the, I made the comment on Twitter, I'll finish with this, but I made the comment on Twitter about, in response to what Nathia posted about pricing, is that I really think that there's two very major, there's more, but there's two major barriers to mass adoption. And one is price and the other one is internet access. And although a lot of us live in cities or suburbs or around cities where we have easy access, I have 5G in my house, but I deal with organizations and students all the time that literally cannot get a hotspot to work. Like they literally have no access to internet. And we forget sometimes that there's a lot of the world that still doesn't have access to internet. So if we can get a device that's a little bit more that more like the Quest, but a little bit cheaper, that is going to go a long way. So then somebody commented to me that the barrier to that will be that they're requiring a Facebook account. So that's a whole other, maybe we could table that for a conversation in the future, Laurel, for a discussion, because that brings up a whole nother thing that I won't, can of worms that I won't open. But I'm really excited for the fact that this is one step closer to mass adoption, right? And mass adoption means lower pricing and more competition and more choices, right? So those are all great things for all of us. So if you find an event like News and Updates and you want to be regularly updated on when they announce a new event, go to the website at altvr.com. So go to the website, log in with your username, and click on channels. You can scroll through, there's a featured list, but there's also an all list, and you can scroll through channels, find channels you want to get information about, and hit subscribe. And make sure you subscribe to News and Updates. It's just please do that. So you will be notified of our upcoming events. So you don't want to miss a moment of what's going on here in AltSpace.
Indeed. There's our drum roll. We asked for it. We got a drum roll.
Anybody miss a heartbeat or two, please?
Yay. So as our discussion today, we're going to open up the floor here in just a second, is more and more companies are not just coming to AltSpace VR for their virtual meetups and their meetings and conferences and things, and teachers bringing students here, but businesses are using VR and AR more and more in the workplace. With the upcoming Global HR Summit that we've been talking about, that many of us are involved in this week, and the XR Synergies company that's being highlighted with their medical innovations, which is so exciting to see VR being used to help patients heading into surgeries or treatments and stuff, use that to gain some control over their life, about their experience. And it just makes me think about what is the use and the impact of VR and AR in business, in your work, in your life. Now, you may be using immersive technologies and not even notice that it's becoming commonplace to use mobile apps for Amazon, for IKEA, and other stores. You place an AR object in your home or office to literally see what it would look like, right? Have any of you done that? Yeah? Oh, I see Karen has. Yes, love that. and it helps make buying decisions. Google Maps now offers AR, as does many big box stores, to provide directions. So you go down to the aisle 6th and it's the 5th row, and it's just beautiful. Right on your phone, it tells you where to go through AR technology. It's great. Now, businesses are providing on-the-job training, human resource training, such as empathy and diversity experiences with VR. Some are even doing job interviews in VR. So we're asking, where have you seen VR and AR in your work and your home life? And have you seen it outside of VR? So we're going to turn on the raise hand button. So you can use the raise hand button in the lower right hand corner and hit that, and we'll call on you. We'll amplify your voice and see how are you seeing it, besides with shopping and maps. Anyone? Just hit the raise hand button. I'm really curious to see if anybody's used VR for job training or anything along that line. Michelle, you're on. Michelle? Oh, all right. Michelle's hung up the phone. Anyone else? Have you been using it, any of the VR and AR stuff in your work life? For Dawn and I, Educators in VR is our life. It's our work life, our personal life, and we're using VR on a regular basis. But I'm curious if anybody else has set up meetups, set up events, brought employees here. Hit the raise hand button. We'd love to hear. So Donna, while we're waiting to see if somebody wants to share, you want to tell us, you've been training so many of these amazing people for the Global HR Summit. How are they using or thinking about using immersive technologies in the workplace?
Well, interesting question, because I'm all talk, no listen when I'm training them. I have to say, you guys, it is a really interesting thing bringing new people into VR. So I remember when Karen first told me about how she has her friend parties where she'd invite 2 or 3 people and force them to put on a headset. And some people would immediately go buy a headset, etc. You have to experience it to understand it. And so the one of the things that that Global HR Summit is talking about is the fact that this is the first time they're doing this kind of conference in VR. So of the approximately 58 or 55 to 58 speakers that they're having, there's only approximately 8 of them that have ever presented in VR before. So now these people are getting a Quest, and they're going through the experience. And I don't know if you remember, some of you have been here for a long time. The process has changed a little bit. Some of you, it's very fresh. You did it last week or the week before, whatever. The onboarding process, when you turn your Quest on and you get in the Oculus Store and then you download AltSpace, that's just the beginning of the onboarding process, right? So it can be very interesting for people who are new to VR to go through that process. And then they come into AltSpace and they go, now what? So we see a lot of people like that at AltSpace 101, and I've been experiencing that with the speakers that are coming in. That and this is something that, Laurel, I hope you don't mind, I'm taking this in a bit different direction than you asked, but I really now we've had lots of experiences during this week where people have come in for Burning Man. And they're used to Burning Man in the desert. VR is a new thing. And so I've encountered people who don't know how to move forward. And you guys, we get so used to how much we've learned about VR. You guys are pioneers. If you've been here for a while, you're pioneers. And people come in and they don't know how to turn their head. Like everything is new to them. And it's hard for us to remember, once we've been here for a while, how much we have actually learned and how much we have to share with people. So one of the things, just as a diversion to this question, is I really, really encourage you guys, when you meet people who are new, try and remember what it was like to be new, and don't take things for granted. So for instance, if you want to take someone somewhere, make the assumption that they do not know how to move with you, that they do not know which button to get to teleport, that they do not. There's so many things that we've learned and we take for granted, right? And so it's been a wonderful experience working with these people who are very accomplished, and we're maybe going to talk about some of the speakers that are at the conference, but these people who have they're CEOs of companies, they're founders, they're influencers in their industry, and they come in and they don't know how to move forward. And it's can I just say that can be a weird experience, and it's a perfect opportunity for all of us as a community when we meet new people to treat them like they're CEOs and that we're just here to help. So rather than make them feel foolish, just here to help and say, okay, where do we need to meet you, and then get you to be part of the community, right? So I've just had a blast working with the speakers and getting them ready to be on stage, and it's going to be very interesting. But that's the same with any other event, right? Any event that's happening in AltSpace, any new events, it's good to support those people who are new here in AltSpace.
Absolutely. And not only are some of these people new, but I was just listening to one of the, I can't remember, it was a training session or the HR and VR sessions, and one of the speakers who is, I can't remember his name, he is in charge of HR for the city of Seattle with thousands of employees that he has to manage. And I don't know, Donna, you remember his name, but he said, do you remember his name?
I'm sorry, there's 3 possibilities and I can't remember which one. Sorry.
Okay, all right. And what was fascinating is that he came in and he said that he was told by Matt Burns, who's the founder of this event, that I believe it was like McDonald's or Wendy's or Burger King, some hot fast food franchise is using VR to train their employees.
It's Hung Lee.
Hung Lee, okay, all right, that's his name, Hung Lee, okay, is using VR to train their employees. And he went, if a fast food franchise can train, then I got to be on board with this. I need to know what's going on with this. And so he jumped into this immediately. He saw the potential of it. It was amazing. From the live stream, we have a comment here. Mike Porter, thanks, Mike. Mike says that he's in the early stages working towards on-job training with the NHS, the National Health System in the UK, particularly a support for clinical training in practices, that is so beautiful. The people that are at this event at the Global HR Summit, which honestly it's so affordable, but just let us know after the show. We'll let you know how to get in for free. But it is a fundraiser as well, for Virtual World Society. We have Dr. Angelina Dayton, who's an anthropologist, a school principal, and co-founder and director of Students in VR, which is an educator in VR project. And Donna, you're working on that too. And what's she going to bring to this conference?
She's on a panel with, and I apologize, I should know the name of the panel, but she's on a panel with Tom Furness and Christopher Lafayette and one other person. Every hour over the 3 days is a different topic, and all of them are so interesting. And so the globalhrsummit.com gives you is a good place to go to just get an overview agenda of what's happening every hour. But really interesting speakers.
Yeah, we have Matt Fleckenstein, who is the Senior Director of Product Marketing for Microsoft, who is running the Mixed Reality and HoloLens Marketing Division, is going to be here speaking. Christopher Lind of General Electric, who is an amazing HR person. In fact, the new job, the title is People, what is it called? It's People First, I think is what they call these titles instead of HR. It's just amazing. Our people managers, and it's just fun. There are all
can you give me emojis if Laurel cut out for you guys? She cut out for me, but is it just me? Or is sad faces if she cut out for you too? Oh, okay, so she'll be back. Okay. Talking about the challenges of internet, Laurel is actually in a
Yep,
in a
there.
space that has challenges with internet, so it's just ironic. Yeah. Are you
All
back?
right, there I am. There, we were just talking about that. Anyway, there's Anne Marie Headley, the founder of My Workforce Buddy, which is a people management consultancy, and so many other people are going to be there, including Tom Fredness of Virtual World Society. So do check that event out. All right, are we ready to close this thing down?
Oh,
Not
we're going to
seeing-
mention one more. Can I mention one more person?
Please, absolutely.
So Kelly Lavelle of Bridging the Gap and My Effect is a youth leader moving into adulthood and thought leader on global issues that impact youth all around us. And Kelly Lavelle, with her Bridging the Gap initiative, they are the ones that are in charge of an event that we're referring to as Yunga. And it's the UN takeover. Students are taking over the United Nations. They were going to do it in actuality, and then pandemic hit, and like so many others, had to take it online. So it's going to be happening in October. Another Educators of VR supported project, and so that's going to be really interesting, bringing all sorts of surprises, but all sorts of discussions. They're doing mastermind sessions, and they're taking up the 17 UN those initiatives. They're focusing on 5 or 6 of them, and they're just figuring out the details now for people to take our sessions, mastermind sessions, that you guys are all going to be able to participate in some form. So it's happening at the end of October. So just wanted to highlight that one thing.
And she'll be speaking at the Global HR Summit. So it's an amazing experience. All right. Thank you, Donna. Thank you all for this week's news and updates. We live stream the news onto YouTube every week, and you can catch up with past episodes to learn more about AltSpace VR Works and what's going on in the community. And get ready, 2 weeks, we're going to have our 2-year anniversary party. So we feature the AltSpace VR announcements feed in our news and updates Discord server, so you don't miss a minute of the news.
Now remember, the conversation doesn't stop here in AltSpace VR. Discord is actually our home base for our community outside of AltSpace VR, and we invite you to join the News and Updates Discord server to keep up with news and activities around the VR industry, and to share your world's news, events, updates. Share that information with us at discord.me/newsupdates. Please tell a friend. Share our Discord and YouTube channel so others can keep up with the news in and around AltSpace.
And if you'd like to volunteer, become one of those reporters. We would love it. We do this for you, but we need your help. We need people to help us film and live stream the news. We need people to supply us with the pictures and news from events and activities around AltSpace VR. We need writers, photographers, those editors, and photographers. We need reporters, moderators, and backup hosts. So if you'd like to help us, let us know on our Discord or after the show. We would love to have you on board.
Now, also, we hang around after the news to answer your questions and to talk about what you're doing in AltSpace VR. So stick around. And as we'd love to chat with you, thanks to also to all of our news and update volunteers and moderators that help make this event such a success. So thank you, everyone. So with these uncertain times, please, please, please be safe wherever you are in the world.
Yay! Yay! I love it. I love it. I love it. All right. Thanks, everybody. And do know they're burning